Hello, today I am going to talk to you about a wonderful book that I have the opportunity to read that is called A Love for Life by Penny Hancock. Before I get into the story, first I am going to talk to you about the author. The author is called Penny Hancock. She was born in the UK and grew up in the southeast of London. Once it was her time to go to college, she decided to study an English degree in Newcastle. Once she decided and finished her degree, she decided to teach English in Italy, Greece, and Morocco. Later on, people had encouraged her a lot to write stories for people that were starting to learn English. So she decided to write them, especially fiction and crime stories. Right now, at the time, she is living where she was born, and she has 3 amazing kids and also a husband. She has written many books like Kept in the Dark, A Trick of the Mind, The Darkening Hour, etc. Now I am going to talk about the book specifically. The book is called A Love for Life, and in my opinion, it's a wonderful book. So I'm going on to the story. The book is about Fenella's life. Fenella is a brave and wonderful woman. She is married to a man called Stephen. Unluckily, she has the bad news that she can't have children in her life. So she and her husband decide to adopt a child. But later on the story, her husband decides to leave her for a young woman, and for a woman that might in the future have the opportunity to give him a child of his own. So at the time, Fenella was a single person. She was very devastated with her life, but luckily she had a best friend. Her best friend was called Teresa. Teresa was married to a wonderful man. She had a wonderful kid named Timothy, and also she had a big house. Fenella was ashamed with her life. She was devastated and also sad, but that didn't stop her. That encouraged her to wanted to adopt a child because that was the dream she wanted. So of course there was trouble. There was a lot of papers that needed to be done to finally adopt the child. But she did it. She finally had the opportunity to adopt a wonderful girl, a little girl of 5 years that was called Ellie. Ellie, for Fenella, was considered one of the best girls in the world, just because it was her daughter, of course. But the rest of the people thought that Ellie was a problem girl because all of the problems she had from her childhood. Well, Fenella and Ellie tried to live their life happily together, but luckily there's a man that approaches to their life called Rod. Rod was a teacher who also had problems of his own, but with Fenella, they both tried to overcome those problems. And well, for me, I think it's a wonderful book. I really encourage people to read it, especially people who are learning English. I really encourage them to read this book. It's an amazing book and also very interesting book. Most people would like the book, just like me. And well, that's it for this video, and yep, bye.